Hey guys, this is Eric coming at you with Muscle Cars with Eric, and I have got an awesome video. We're shooting a video right here in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's actually a beautiful day out here. And normally I do cars, muscle cars and whatnot, but I have an opportunity to shoot this one-off, totally custom 1963 GMC 4000 truck that is gonna blow your freaking mind. So we have the time scheduled. We're just gonna knock on the gate, see if he's here. Hey, John! Dude, right on! Here he is. All right, stick around right here. All right, so I got my friend John here, and John, you're an awesome guy, and I really do appreciate the opportunity for us to be here today about this beautiful, beautiful vehicle here. Tell us briefly, what kind of vehicle is it? It's a truck, right?
Well, first of all, it's awesome to have you here. It's a 1963 GMC 4000 quad cab, long bed, dually, big block. There's not another truck like this on the planet.
That is so very, very cool. And again, we didn't really meet until today, did we?
Nope.
That's awesome. Here we go. We have a mutual friend and our buddy Jim.
Yep.
All right, cool, cool.
Jim brought it all together.
Obviously the episode is what's in your garage. Your garage right now though has other vehicles you're working on, so that's why this vehicle's out here. But because the vehicle's out here, we need to get it over there. That means we have to kind of do a cold start with this.
Well, let's do that.
All right, sounds cool.
I'm in.
I like he says, let's do that. Stick around right here, Muscle Cars with Eric. All right, so I'm hanging out in this beautiful truck. We're getting ready to go for a ride. It's a 1963, but what kind of horsepower is this thing pushing?
Well, I think it's about 350 horsepower. It's
Perfect.
the torque that's the big deal in this truck.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, because it's set up for towing. This is the machine to haul your other toys to the car show.
This is a cool machine though, man. And so, well, we're gonna take it for a little spin around here, but you know, before we do, we can actually talk and drive at the same time if you want to. But this truck is actually the #1 selected truck at Dino's Get Down. And there's what, 10,000 trucks at his event?
Yep, Dino came to the Grand National Truck Show in Pomona last month.
Okay.
And he was walking around the truck a million times, and I knew it was him. And then I went up, hey Dino, how you doing?
Yeah.
And he says, oh my God. And he got his girlfriend, wife, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She had to dig in her bag. He says, give him the first chip. So we got the first chip for the top 100 special corral over at Dino's to come check us out.
Chips, right?
Yeah, they're poker chips to say custom Dino's made. Top 100, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I was there last year, and it was just an amazing event. And I can only imagine 10,000 trucks, custom trucks.
I went last year for 2 days, and I couldn't see them all.
Right, it's incredible.
Yeah,
it's just like nuts. Is it next weekend?
No, it's I think it's the 19th.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the date.
Well, I know the Good Guys event is 22nd.
Yeah, so it's the weekend before. Yeah, 17th, 16th, 17th, 18th,
Very
something
cool.
like that.
Right
yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, well, let's take this bugger for a little ride here.
All right.
All right.
You don't want to miss the custom center console. That's all made out of a hood. It's flipped backwards.
This is made out of a hood?
That's made out of a hood. See back here? That's the front of the hood up there.
Oh, no kidding.
Backwards, and then you got little, you know,
power outlet. That's cool,
things to
man.
charge your phone, and then this is the side of the bed right here. That is the side of the bed.
Really?
Yeah, so it's all metal, and it's got this D&M ratchet shifter dealio in it.
That's pretty cool.
Let's get out of the dust here. I think we're gonna miss everybody.
This is really cool.
And this is a deluxe steering wheel. That was a GMC deluxe steering wheel. Couldn't let that go by. Didn't want anything else. Horn works.
Nice.
These little trim rings were a bitch to find one that wasn't broken.
All pitted and broken.
Or broken, yeah. There's no chrome on this truck. I took all the chrome off of it, everything that was chrome, and had it stripped, and then we powder coated it this matte silver. Matches the bumpers. There's no.
That's cool.
All the bright work is this matte silver.
That's pretty neat.
And then this is like the original jewel out of the truck from 1963 that I polished up and repainted the details inside of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. What's it? Toggle switch right there.
This one does the interior lights, so we got dome lights all underneath here, so it lights it all up inside.
Sweet.
And then this,
these are all LED lights, aren't they?
And this is the dome lights, or the Marker lights.
Marker lights outside?
Yep, you'll see them in the rearview mirror there on the fenders if you look.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so those will show up when the sun comes down a little bit. You'll be able to see them a little better.
Yeah, we're at that perfect time of day when the sun is kind of getting lower in the sky, and
it's gonna.
Now this is leather, right?
It's pleather.
Okay,
it's marine grade because we wanted to be able to take a little bit of a beating.
Oh, that makes sense. Of course, yeah.
This console is all custom made. You know, the centerpiece was a junkyard find, and then it was sitting a little low once I made it there, so then I designed this section so you'd have an armrest and it matches the center that tapers back.
This armrest is the perfect height too.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah. And then we've got shoulder harness seat belts, which we're obviously not using right now because we're crazy. We're living on the edge.
Yeah, the edge, doing 10 miles an hour.
Yeah. And the Dreamy Draw Wash.
Now this is cool. Is that touchscreen?
It's no, well, I think it is. Yeah, it's touchscreen.
There you go, touchscreen. Yeah, okay.
And it's got hands-free phone.
Okay.
It's got a forward and backwards camera.
Nice.
I can turn the camera on for you here. Let me try that. So there's the forward camera as we go into the sun, and then the backup camera's right here. So that's the rear view right there. We got nothing but glare going on here.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's it. Time of day we talked about. Wow.
And then it's got a stereo. It's got two 8-inch Rockford Fosgate subs in the back and a custom box that is underneath the back seat.
Rockford Fosgate's good stuff too.
Yep. And it's all it's bi-amped. There's a separate sub, and then another 4-channel amp. It's got mids in the kicker panels and tweeters up in the dash.
Oh yeah.
And 6x9s in the back doors, because this is a 4-door truck. It's a quad cab with no B pillar.
Right. Okay.
So we'll show you how the doors open here in a little bit.
Now this is all the same paint as on the outside, right?
Correct.
What color paint is that?
We're calling it black ice.
Black ice. Okay.
Because it's a pearlescent black.
Nice.
It just looks black when there's no light on it, and then when the sun on it, it shines all up and sparkles. It's got a little blue and a little silver pearl in it.
You know, when I first saw it, when I rolled up to your house today, I thought it had like metal flake in it, but that must have been just the dust from the atmosphere.
It's pearl. That's what you're seeing.
Oh, okay.
It's the pearl.
Very cool. Yeah, right on. It is pretty.
And it was all painted right at my house. We have a blow-up paint booth, and I had a motorcycle shop for about 20 years here in Scottsdale. And the guy that was painting all my custom bikes, Chuck McPherson, came along, and he has a full-time job, but he'd work at my house 4 days a week and on the weekends to get this all painted.
Nice.
And we just did it right there.
That's
we don't want to run into people.
Yeah, so all of the work you did in your own facility at home, right?
Chuck and I did it all. Yep. Wow. I farmed out some of the stuff. The bottom end of the engine, because I had the motor all rebuilt, was done by Engine House. The transmission was built by automatic transmission experts. Differential, it's got a 14 bolt differential. It's all redone by Arizona Differential.
Okay.
But everything else, all the rest of the mechanical and fabrication was all done by myself and Chuck. Do all the wiring, the design. Which, another thing I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead.
I'm getting my sunglasses on because I don't have to look at the screen. I've had a good friend that I went to design school with, John Sodano. He was the senior designer for Chrysler Pacifica. He designed the Viper car and a bunch of the
I
Dodge
saw that in the information.
Yeah. Now John moved out here just before COVID to work for Nikola, the truck company that does the alternative fuel, hydrogen or electric semi-trucks. So I bought this truck, and he said, "You never fit in these things." And I always sell them real fast because I'm tall. I'm 6'4".
Right.
So he says, "We need to do an extended cab or a quad cab." I said, "John, I have no idea how I'd make those doors." And he said, I'll come over and we'll get it started. So
no kidding. He
got me started, and then he came by about 2 nights a week for a little over a year while we were fabricating these doors.
Really?
The back doors took about 8 knee knocker doors to splice together, and then the suicide hinges, and then it took 3 cabs to build this extended cab. If you look up at the ceiling, it's all metal.
Yeah.
Some of these custom crew cabs that guys make, they'll cut a big sunroof in there or put a vinyl top in. This is all metal. And it's all insulated too. It's got sound deadening and foam insulation above the roof, so the air conditioner stands a chance of working in this.
Man, I'm telling you what, right?
These old cars are like a hot tin can.
Now, how many doors total you said?
It's
8?
got 8 doors to make the back 2 doors.
Man.
Because we took front pieces and back pieces and cut them around and flipped them. There's some shots of that in those build photos that I gave you.
Okay, cool.
You should be able to see those.
We're going to throw those build photos up on this either before the video or for my special members to get kind of, you know, special shots and whatnot.
Yeah. So you can kind of see some of the crazy stuff. And the big, tall, red-headed guy, see, he's 6'5" or 6'6". He's bigger than me.
Wow.
That's John Sodano.
Oh, that's cool.
So neither one of us could fit in these cars.
Right, so
and that's what we were doing there.
So now we're going to pull in here. So as you guys know, I consider the engine the diamond in the setting, and I haven't seen this engine yet, but it sounds great, and it's a beautiful sounding car. So John, can we pop the hood in this thing?
We can.
All right, let's take a look at this bad devil.
It's a big block 454 7.4 liter Vortec, which this was the first year Vortec in '96. Built it from the crank up. Wow. And it all packed into this little compartment right here in an old '63 truck. And that's the ECM, the control module.
Okay.
And then this is the cruise control module.
Very nice.
So it's got all the creature comforts. Willwood master cylinder there. Basically, I set this motor up so it's just a strong stock motor because this is the truck that's going to tow your toys to the car show.
Is that the intention with this truck for you?
That's the intention.
Cool.
It's not a race car. It's a car that hauls things instead of ass.
Right? Although I'm sure it does haul ass.
Yeah.
I like this. What are the white spark plug covers with it? Ceramic right there?
Yep, they're ceramic.
Okay, very nice.
And then it's got a Hydro Boost power steering and brakes. So that's what all these extra
what
lines
this is
are.
here?
Yep. So it's not a vacuum boost on the brakes.
Right, that makes sense. This is really, really neat, man.
And then
what kind of radiator do you have here? Gate? Is that a Gates radiator?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's an aluminum one.
Yep.
How about that?
That's the best way to do it.
I was buying parts 4 years ago for this thing, so I kind of forgot what some of these were.
Oh, that's cool, really?
And we had to make everything fit. You'll see, to make the engine fit in here, the radiator support on a '63 is straight across here. So I had to notch this and work all this forward and work the air conditioning compressor or condenser forward.
Sure.
To make all this fit. It just barely clears. If you look back in here where the electric fan is next to the pulley there.
Oh, that's not much space back in there.
It is packed in as tight as you can get.
Wow.
And then
this is really cool, man.
Made some custom covers that covers up all the ugly air conditioning stuff and heater hoses going into the firewall there. Yeah. And on the inner fender on the other side, it covers up all the electronic stuff over there, those covers.
This is really cool. This is like, it's a lot of, you know, custom trucks you see full of chrome and full of this, full of that. This is, I like to use the term less is more. Right. Understated yet like impactful because of colors and the Vortec.
Yeah, it's
I like that. Shows the voltage. That's
you can always tell
great
when
idea.
Your battery's ready to go.
Yes.
And it's got the shut-off key right here, so that's our little
that's cool.
anti-theft device right there.
Very nice.
So you can run off with that. Now everybody in the world knows how to turn it back on.
Right. This is cool. Sound deadening here?
Yep, sound deadening.
Very, very nice, man. This is cool. And I like it. It's like really clean. This is really, really clean.
Yeah, the idea was the red on the truck, you weren't really going to see it till you get in the truck, or just a little bit of accent on the stripes on the outside and then in the seats. So the red pops.
It does.
And it's mostly all the black.
This is really cool.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to move on from there.
All right. I'm going to put this thing away.
That's pretty neat. I bet that hood's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got all that extra insulation in it.
Plus it's steel, right?
Yep, it's all steel. Yeah, there's no fiberglass on this truck at all.
So talk to us about these headlights here. Those are really cool looking.
They're halo lights. Okay. We need to come back and look at them with the lights on.
Right, we'll do that.
Because they do a lot of crazy stuff. These go from daytime running lights to amber turn signals, and then this
what? We have enough darkness right now. Do you want to throw them on?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that.
I gotta give
Only
you
here on Muscle Cars with Eric do we get to see lights in the daylight. That is really cool. So the turn signals and the halo. That's so bad to the bone. And that's also very safe, isn't it? Because people definitely know what's going on. That is cool, dude. All right, so this is that's the old school GMC V8 label. Is that right? Okay.
But they only made a V6.
Oh.
So this is a one that Jim Hollister made, and he sells these with the V8 in them, and then we painted them to match the rest of the trim on the truck with the red and the flat silver.
And I like this. This is really, really cool. It matches, like you said, the inside of your vehicle.
Right, and that's kind of a homage to the original custom cab trim that they put on the trucks that went down in 2 pieces, and it was all chrome trim, but I wanted to kind of modernize it and just
pretty cool.
Run it through the truck.
Well, those are really cool rims. I got to go back to these rims. These are really cool rims.
Yep, they're fuel rims, 20-inch rims on Toyo tires. You can tell the truck's running hot because you hear the fan going.
Yep, yep.
And then this emblem, the GMC 4000, a 4000 was one of those big farm trucks that you saw that looked like a big ice cream truck or all that.
Okay, sure.
That was their 1-ton truck. They didn't make a 1-ton truck like this that was a dually, but the 4000 was a dually 1-ton truck, and it had a little 6-banger in it and the granny gear, you know.
Interesting.
Yep, your ice cream truck guy.
And I like this again. It's that brushed look.
Yep, kind of a flat silver. You want to see how the doors open?
Sure, yeah.
This is the Wahoo moment. So we got the front door.
Okay.
And then the back door, it's all Dodge parts. Sacrilegious for the GMC or Chevy, but the latches are all Dodge to make the
suicide door.
To make the suicide door.
That's cool.
And then this is pieces flipped from a front door on the other side and another piece from the other side. So we did this without English wheels or any of that. It's just spliced together doors, and
you don't see any really weird weld marks or nothing. It's really super clean.
And see, this piece here was actually the back of the cab. It took 3 cabs to do this when we stretched the top and everything else.
Wow.
And so that's the back of a cab, and then another back of a cab, and it's like a Lego set all spliced together.
In this shot, I get a little bit better shot here.
Yeah.
This is really cool. This is really, really, really neat.
And once again, you got just a splash of red inside that gives you the idea, you know, just like, and you don't see it from the outside of the truck.
No, just enough to kind of give
on the
us something.
steering wheel. And you got to see the stitching on that steering wheel. That was an amazing project right there.
Right here?
Steering wheel. Yeah, that's the original deluxe steering wheel with a custom cover that's all baseball stitched. It took me 3 tries to get that thing done that way. Finally,
did you
found
do it yourself, or did someone else do it?
I found the guys at Unique Upholstery to do that for me. They were the winners.
Well, that's cool.
But I paid 2 other guys to do it, and it just wasn't right. And that's such an intimate piece when you sit in the car.
It is, yes.
You want the steering wheel to feel right and look right.
You do. All right, well, let's make our way down here.
You got to do this close. I'm going to slow you down.
All right, go ahead.
Listen to this thing close. Okay, there's your back door. There's your front door.
That's so cool.
Yep.
This is really cool, dude.
And all the gaps, we spent a ton of time getting all these door gaps and everything going.
Man, you sure did. Serious attention to detail here. Even the gaskets are freaking perfect.
Yep.
Now this is neat. Now, is that, what kind of wood? Is that just regular wood painted black?
No, it's hickory.
Oh.
And then we burned it so it was charred, and then stained it black, and then coated it with urethane.
No kidding.
And then you'll notice on the inside of the bed, that's all finished off, because that's usually all open, so you see the stakes on a regular truck.
That's cool.
Then there's a plug over there for your gooseneck, you know, the electric, when you're plugging in your gooseneck trailer.
Oh, sure.
The trailer ball here flips over, so that hides as well.
Wow. So it actually can be a flat deck.
Yep. Yeah, that just flips in. And then you're missing the gas cap over here.
Dude,
there's so much
stuff out.
Yep. So here's the gas cap, and this is off of the a late model truck.
That's cool.
And it's got a 35-gallon tank, so you can go forever.
You can go forever.
And then
cool. Running lights and a step. Yep. This is not really a step side, but it is now, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of a...
Is it a working step?
It's a... Yeah, you can stand on that.
Okay.
And the exhaust come out of that underneath the step, too. But this step was a long bed step side step And then we modified it. It used to come around like this, so we trimmed it up so it looked a little more sleek.
Okay.
Instead of doing a long running board, we just thought that was all we needed back here.
That's cool.
And then this is a full-size step-side fender for a 60 to 66 that bolts on and off, because everybody with this dually runs into something eventually.
Oh,
so a lot of guys
sense.
will just weld this right on the truck,
and yours
and
bolts
then your
on
screws.
and off.
Yeah, this will bolt on and off.
So it bolts on from the inside
right
here. Okay.
And then we got the dual wheels in the back.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool, man.
And then the custom mud flaps under there with the custom logos.
And these are really cool, subtle lights.
Yep, and these, we'll get this, we're about ready. We're getting a good light now.
Yeah.
So we can see these. These are all sequential lights. These are extra brake lights. That's the backup running lights, the backup cameras down here. Chuck did all this great striping and painting.
And I like this. This is just like more of the same cool, less is more approach to it. Now these LED here, these tail lights?
Yep, these are by Schindel and Sons. He did those front marker lights up front. And these have a little magic thing that they do too. When you hit the brakes, they twirl around. And
well, I'll tell you what, why don't we do
sit.
some magic here? It's getting that time of night, right?
You want to see it right now?
Sure, may as well.
Okay.
All right.
Here's
Stick around only here on Muscle Cars with Eric. We're going to see magic lights. Oh, that's cool. Because your camera, backup cameras right here. That's cool.
And I left all these tow
are these
pockets.
Tie-down things?
They're tie-down things, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a work truck.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to throw a bag of rocks back here, but you might want to tie something down if you're going camping or pulling your RV.
But this is really cool.
Put a cover over it.
All right. And we're reaching that perfect time of day, aren't we?
Yep. And the back axle is actually flipped, so that means it's on top of the leaf springs, which lowered it. And then we've got airbags, supplemental airbags, so when you put the gooseneck on, you can put all the extra weight on it and you're not going to bottom out.
That's cool, because you said it is a truck intended to haul your other stuff around.
Yep.
So as we're making our way around here, you mentioned something about the front bumper.
Yep, the front bumper is the most blasphemous thing on a GMC or a Chevy truck. It's a Ford F100 from the 70s bumper that's flipped upside down. I like them because they just fit perfect. And it's got a flat place where you can mount a little tag license plate up in the front.
And it kind of has a little cool front air dam look to it, doesn't it?
You're going to go look at a Ford truck now and see what they look like upside down the other way. But they fit right around and they carry the lines around the bottom of the truck.
That's very cool.
So the trucks that I build, I always put one of these Ford bumpers on it just to kind of rattle some feathers.
Stand off a little bit. Hey guys, thanks for watching that last video. I hand selected a couple videos for you to watch right now. Click here.